going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 57 of our Watford career mode, and today 3 games for you unless there are other circumstances. We have Wolves away from home, Huddersfield in the round of 32 of the FA Cup, and then Bournemouth in the league. Now, when I say other circumstances, pending if a big old bid comes in and we accept a huge bid, then we will go out and look for a replacement, and that will be in place of the game after that. So it'll be 2 games and a bit of transfer news, but only if a bid comes in. The idea is to get 3 games in today. But let's jump into this first one. We're gonna have Kent start out right. We'll have Barnes. Let's get Barnes to start out left, and then Reguilon can go ahead and get a rest, and Dest will play, and then Benitez can come onto the bench for McKennie, and actually we'll have Benitez start. He can start in midfield with Chan, and the rest of the team looks pretty good. So let's jump into it. Wolves Watford, we got to keep on winning. We got to keep our 2-point gap over Chelsea. Let's go. Really poor giveaway there. It comes to Grealish, top of the box. It's a great block, but it comes back to Grealish, and he's made no mistake. Unlucky for Wolves, but a great for us, and what a start. 1-0. Jack Grealish with the goal. And this is a bit of luck here as he gets space, goes for goal. It's a great block, but the deflection hits Grealish in the chest and just falls to his feet. And he makes no mistake on the second attempt as he fires it past Rui Patricio in net. And an early lead here, 1-0. Nicely done. Doherty does well to get into space. It's Harry Winks now on it. Gets a good ball out there. It's Vinagre. Oh, it's a great save. A really good save by Rui. Vinagre in a really good position. Being that wide wing back, has the ability to get forward and has the authority to get forward in this system. Almost grabs a goal. But Rui does well to keep it out, and the header comes in, and Jimenez levels it up for Wolves. I thought Rui saved that. He hasn't there. I'm not sure what's gone on because he's gotten 2 tough hands to that, and it just seems to get over. Anyway, the away end here of the Molyneux is very odd. They get the whole lower deck there. Very strange. That comes in. He gets the header. It just... Rui just can't keep it out, can he? Oh, it hits him in the face, and it just takes a couple of weird bobbles and finds its way into the back of the net. Is that going to be a Rui own goal? It is. It hit him in the face and then gone up and hit him in the hands. And I guess technically the hands took it over the line if it was going to hit him in the face and leave the goal, which I imagine the game felt was happening. But either way, Jimenez forcing it. It's 1-1 here, and we're back level. Is Vinagre trying to get by Heinrichs, but his heavy touch on the turn. Not enough, and Heinrichs races forward. We get it to Grealish, we can. And can we slip that through to Hernandez? He's onside. Hernandez, what a save. It's going to come back. Oh, he's missed an open goal. Oh, Heinrichs venturing forward from right back. He's got to finish that. It's an open net. It's difficult technique, sure, on the volley, but he just has to put it on target, and it's a goal, but it isn't on target, is it? And it stays 1-1, a massive, massive opportunity before halftime. And now Wolves will try and grab one before halftime to turn this game on its head a little bit, but we've dealt with it. It comes right back to him, though, as a poor ball out. And he's onside here. And it's come back in, and they do lead 2 before halftime. How big is that miss? It's 2-1 to Wolves. It's good football. That's a good ball back in. I didn't expect that pass back in there. It came, and it's finished off. Bonatini with it. And halftime comes, and Wolves lead when we could have been 2-1 up. We're 2-1 down going into the break. Nice ball out there to Harvey Barnes. And Harvey racing forward. Back into space. Lovely stuff. Can we get it through? Hernandez, is he onside? Hernandez, he is onside. He's finished it. I was waiting for the flag to stop that, but he was just perfectly timed that run. And just after halftime, we've leveled it at 2, and now we have 40 minutes of a level game. This is good football. It's a good first-time pass. I thought he might have been off, but he just races away. Flag never comes. Cool, calm finish. And it's 2-2. Can we get that through? We can. Hernandez. Benitez coming forward. And Benitez, he's going to go for goal. He's finished it. And the Watford Academy product, Benitez, has given us a 3-2 lead. What a quick turnaround here in this second half. And the lead comes back our way. It's lovely. It's a good run from Benitez. Not known for his goal-scoring exploits, I suppose, but it does not matter. It's coming up big now. It's a lovely finish. Patricio cannot keep it out. And it's 3-2. What a turnaround. Kent back inside. One more. Can find Hernandez. Lovely back heel. Here's Grealish, who cuts back inside nicely. And Grealish! Oh, it's a great save. And it just cannot quite fall back to him. But Grealish does win it back. And at the moment, we look the more likely to grab another goal. As that gets pushed away. It's Benitez on it. Can he clip that into Kent? He can. That's a great pass. And can we get it back out here? We can. Benitez, it's blocked and cleared away. We cannot quite see this game off. I asked for subs a half hour ago. They haven't come. And it's lovely stuff. Oh, we're so close to grabbing this fourth. Just an inch. But the problem is, currently, that they only need a goal as they race forward here. And it's come into space. And please don't be a penalty. It's a bloody penalty. Militao has brought him down. I thought we got the ball. We should have got the ball. And I cannot believe we've given a penalty away in added time. We've got to be winning the ball there. Oh, it's Doherty's fouled. Here it comes. Jimenez to take. And he makes no mistake. 3-3. Oh, God. Wolves causing us problems. It's 3-3. We've been so dominant the second half. A brilliant penalty from Jimenez. A dreadful time to concede a penalty. We should have sealed this game up, really. As Kana races forward and no one's going to help him. Kana gets it. Oh, come on. Oh, it finishes 3-3. Man, that is annoying. That is annoying. Really annoying, as Chelsea do win their game, which means they go level with us. I don't know if they pass us up on goal difference or not, but they do go level, and that's so disappointing the way that's gone down. It really is. We'll check how the standings are in a sec. Let's just sim forward to make sure everybody plays their game in the week. That's so annoying. That is such an annoying way to not win that game. We had so many opportunities to seal it, really. Man, that is annoying. Calendar. No, not calendar. Standings. Let's see where that leaves us in the table. Maybe we're still ahead of Chelsea on goal difference. Yes. So we are ahead by 1 goal difference. We have scored way more than everyone else. We just concede a lot of goals. Which showed that game a 3-3. But we are ahead on goal difference, and technically 2 ahead on goal difference because we'll be ahead on goals scored as well. But Liverpool have opened up a 3-point lead, a 5-point lead to City. Annoying. Arsenal play Tottenham. Who did Chelsea play? Manchester United. So we have an opportunity here to open up the gap again if Manchester United could do us a favor, but we have the FA Cup game first. So let's jump into it. Huddersfield, Watford. I would say a big game, but we go into this in a pretty cool spot. We'd end up in the round of 16 should we win this game. So hopefully we can. Jonathan David will come in. Max Aarons. Militao going to the bench for Badiashile. Grujic hasn't played in a while. Play him on the bench, and we'll let Fernandez... Oh, I kind of want to let Kana start. So we'll let Kana start behind Jonathan David, who will start up front. So let's jump into it. Watford, Huddersfield, FA Cup. Let's go. Do manage to hold on to it. Nicely done, De La Feu. Can he get up this wing? He can. And can we get that ball forward? Jonathan David's in a really good spot. Made a really good run. It's a good ball in. And Kana has finished it. What a start. We've been getting off to some really quick starts lately, and another one here as we take a 1-0 lead inside 5 minutes. What a counter, really. Barely a counter. We kind of just had the ball at the back and just direct, forward-thinking football. It's a great ball to Jonathan David, and Kana made the right run, didn't he? And he's finished it off with his left foot right into that side netting. No mistake. And it's 1-0. Nicely played forward. Here they come. Oh, it cannot. It's a little bit lucky, and it's 1-1, not 2-0. It's 1-1. A little bit lucky there for Huddersfield. Comes their way, but on 17 minutes they've leveled it up, and now we're back in a game. Coming forward, and it takes a bit of a deflection and comes back. We both stick a foot in. It falls right to the Huddersfield man. Make no mistake, though. Some good passes in there. And it's finished off into the back of the net. Aaron Moy with the goal. And we're level again, 1-1. Nicely taken away. Can we clip that over the top? We can. Jonathan David's on it. And Jonathan David does well to cut back inside. Jonathan David with the extra touch. Jonathan David. What else? What else was the outcome for this Canadian who is on fire right now? It's 2-1. I keep getting the score wrong in this game for some reason. But Jonathan David, he's sprinted into space here. And then look at that finish. Excellent, excellent strike. It looked like it might have an extra touch in him or curl it to the back post. But he goes near post and in off the post. It's 2-1 here on 23 minutes. Into space. De La Feu is going to get onto it. And he cuts inside here. And he's got a little bit of space to run into. One more inside. Decore. Into space. And here's Decore. Can get it back. Lovely. De La Feu. Oh, it's blocked on the goal line. Whether that would have beaten the goalkeeper, I don't know. But it definitely would have tested him at least. But it's a good block. Nicely done. One more. Out wide there. Nicely done. And there's one more. It's De La Feu. And De La Feu slips it in. Kana, he's finished it. It's 3-1. And honestly, we have been dominant so far. Huddersfield worked their way back into the game with that goal, but it's been completely us from front to back. It's another goal. Kana with it, his second of the day. And it's 3-1 here before we get to halftime. Nice takeaway in midfield there by Gomez. We get it out wide. We can. Here's De La Feu. And De La Feu rushing inside. De La Feu goes for goal, and he's off the bar. Almost a fourth before halftime. Huddersfield are going to get it away. And it will be 3-1 at the half. Off the bar. A good hit from De La Feu. Nicely taken away there by Gruich. First touch really was to win that. And he plays it forward. And Jonathan David's in on goal here. And Jonathan David, can he get it back post? He can. Kent tap in. And it's 4-1. And that should see the game through to the end. We should be into the round of 16. Kent with it. And that should be that. Lovely, lovely movement to win that high up the pitch by Gruich. And then Jonathan David just slides it across. And it's a tap in. No chance for the goalkeeper for Huddersfield. And we should be through. Free kick set to come in. Bakuna to take. Cooper standing over it, but looks like Bakuna. And Bakuna does take it, and what a free kick that is. He's fired that past the goalkeeper. Rui getting nowhere near it. And Bakuna pulling another back for Huddersfield is 4-2. Surely not with 15 minutes to go. That's a great free kick. No chance whatsoever for Rui. A really good free kick from the midfielder, Bakuna. And it's 4-2. 15 minutes to go, though. Sam, you got to hold off. Got to wake back up. Ismail Yassar racing forward. Can we get this through to Barco? We can. And Barco, really, really good take from Barco. And Barco can slip it across and seal this one up. He can. It's Jonathan David who grabs himself another goal. We have to check his stats after this. We just have to see how many goal contributions he has in his games as Barco slips it across, and it's a tap-in for him, and we have surely finished this game off. It's 5-2. Another for Jonathan David there. 2 goals and an assist today. Stunning. Coming forward now as they look for another. Badiashile almost brings him down. But he's into space. That's a good ball across, and wow, what a save by Rui. That should have been a third for Huddersfield. It wouldn't really make a difference, but that save from Rui is unbelievable. And with 30 seconds to go, that is going to be game over. What a save to end it by Rui. 5-2 the final here. And off into the round of 16 we go. Very nice stuff. Lovely win. And scores are goals scored all over the place. We tend to score ourselves a decent amount of goals. Anybody out? Portsmouth are through. Wolves are through. Brentford are through. Birmingham are through. Villa are through. So there's some teams in there I'm not too worried about drawing, which would be a bit harsh to say, of course, but you know, we'd like the ease. Everyone would like the easiest of draws, the one that gives them the best chance to go through. Everyone has an opinion on that, so we're not going to apologize for that nonsense. But we have a week now, and then we have Bournemouth to come, and Chelsea do play Man United here, so that is a massive, massive game. We'll also be able to see who we draw in the round of 16 of the FA Cup in a moment, as Manchester City have offered $84 million for Ismail Yassar. Jesus. I never actually expected a bid like that to come through, but he is starting to really turn into one of those elite players, and obviously that bid from City shows that. $84 million from the champions. It's a lot of money. But let's take a look as an offer for Grujic comes in for $30 million. We are going to negotiate this offer. Or delegate this offer. If we can get $50 million for Grujic, who's kind of like fifth choice, that would be an absurd turnaround. And we wouldn't even have to do anything there. I think I'm comfortable letting him go and holding on to the money until next time around. But before we jump into this game here, let's take a look at what is being done by Jonathan David. Let's go down and take a look, because he is an absolute monster. Jonathan David, 18 appearances, 13 goals, and 4 assists. A goal or an assist every game pretty much, except for one. At least a goal or an assist every game except for one, on average, of course. 17 goal contributions in 18 games is pretty absurd. We're going to try this. I'm not so sure this will clash, but we'll see. But let's jump into it. Bournemouth, Watford. Let's see if we can take advantage of the result that has to come in Chelsea, Manchester United. We're going to gain on someone if we win here. So let's see if we can do it. Bournemouth, Watford. Let's go. Out wide finds De La Feu. Can we get it forward? We can. Hernandez on it here. And Hernandez can't quite get to it. He's tripped up. But that's such a poor giveaway. And Grealish, can he find Ismail Yassar? He can. That's so dreadful from Bournemouth, isn't it? It's 1-0 inside 15 minutes. Another pretty quick start here for us, but that's so bad. What is that attempt out? And Ismail Yassar too quick for the wingback. It makes no mistake. It's a great ball in from Grealish as well, but that is all down to that incredibly awful giveaway from Bournemouth, deep in their own half, outnumbered, dreadful. What are you thinking? 1-0 Watford. It's played inside. Managed to hold on to it. They had a man out there. As that gets clipped over the top. Here's Adam Smith. He's on it. He's going to go for goal. That's a great save, and it's going to come back, and that's a big block. That was on target, and it's going to fall down here, and it's another good save by Rui. It's been very, very stop and start since our goal. Very scrappy, but Bournemouth forced 2 really good saves out of Rui there. And Rui makes sure that we keep the clean sheet going and that we keep our lead. And the header comes down and it's finally cleared away. Coming forward nicely are Bournemouth. Gonna be honest, they've had most of the play since our goal. As that gets blocked away, it's gonna come back to him, and wow, what a save. What a save by Rui. We just need halftime. We've been awful since our goal. As that gets headed on back, it's come back in. Can we just get rid of this? We can, and that's halftime. We've been really bad since their goal. We need to step it up in the second half. Can we get this out there to De La Feu? We can. And De La Feu's in a good spot. Cuts back inside. Decore, can he slip it in? Brilliant football. There it is. It's 2-0 against really the run of the last 45 minutes or so. But the second half has been much more even, and we have been much more clinical just now as Grealish grabs the goal. De La Feu does well. Decore finds the perfect ball here. That overlap run in front of Decore really made that. Not sure who made it. I believe Hernandez made that run, but Grealish makes no mistake. It's 2-0 and a half hour to go. That's a good ball into a good space. And Cuckoo gets that ball across. Oh, and Rui comes in head and touches it down. Not good enough, that clearance from Rui, really. He gets a touch onto it, and it comes right back to the Bournemouth man, Lerma, I believe it is. And he has headed that back into the mixer and into the back of the net. It's 2-1. 72 minutes gone, and now we've got a fight on our hands here. And Rui, he's got to be doing better than that. Either punch that away or catch it, but that is just, it's not good enough. And it's a header for Lerma into an empty net. And now we got to be awake the last 20 minutes here. Played forward, Barco finds Decore. And Decore trying to find space, gets it back to De La Feu. It's going to come to Decore again, and outside, here's Reguilon. And Reguilon cuts back inside, finds him, and there it is. Hernandez with the goal. It's 3-1, and that should hopefully seal this game up. It's good stuff. Persistent football. And Decore picked that up, the scrap out there. And Reguilon did well, and that's a really good ball across. A cutback with it. And Hernandez with the goal. 10 minutes to go. It's 3-1. One more. Here's Sarr. Sarr. Doing so well. Sarr, brilliant. It's in the back of the net. That definitely kills it. I could have played that across. I didn't know that option would open up. But Travers gets a touch onto the ball. Cannot keep it out, and it just trickles over the line. Ismail Yassar doing well to make that space, but Travers has to be doing better there at the near post. As that gets smashed, he gets a... It almost seems like it hits him under the arm there. Finds a way to trickle over the line, and that should be that. 85 minutes gone. It's 4-1. Here's Barco. He's racing away. Barco would like another. Or he'd like Watford to grab another. As that gets clipped back post. Ismail Yassar takes it down, goes for goal. It's blocked. Could have gone straight for goal there with Barco. Or found a better pass than that. But it's no big deal. As this game comes close to an end. It's Barco. Tried to skip inside. But there it is. The final whistle comes. A 4-1 victory here. Away from home to Bournemouth. And it was actually a lot closer than that scoreline definitely suggests. Both had the same amount of shots. We were just more clinical, weren't we? And Manchester United and Chelsea play a little bit later on in the day. Tottenham beat Arsenal away from home. I didn't want to see that one go that way. I needed Arsenal to grab something there, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's jump forward to deadline day, and we'll take a look here. Liang is happy that we're playing him. Expect more from you. And an offer for De La Feu. This transfer happens in Football Manager a whole lot, but that's not happening right now. And let's stop here. We are going to wait till tomorrow, our next episode, to see what happens with Grujic, as well as to jump into the next three. Actually, we'll see what happens with Grujic right now, because we're not going to buy a replacement, but United went ahead and did that finish a draw? Because we're 3 points ahead now, so I believe that finished... Oh, no, so United won that game. Where are we? They won 2-0. So we have opened back up a 3-point gap over Chelsea. 3-point gap to Chelsea and a 3-point gap to Liverpool either side of us after 25 games. Not too bad, is it? Not too bad with not a ton of games to go. 13. So 12 wins will do it. We got to start counting it down that way. We have Chelsea at some point. So it's going to be a very difficult run-in. Somebody has approached Welbeck. We're going to let him go for free, Danny Welbeck. I believe that was Levante that said it was Levante, I believe. But nothing has come back for Gruitch yet. I'm waiting for it. Transfer offer for Heinrichs. They want 38 million for him. That is a lot of money as well for someone who may be back up next time. We'll see how that goes. Heinrichs is a good player, but I think he'll be the backup next year. I'd like to see if we can get Max Aarons to flourish. If that offer comes in again in the summer, we'll have to seriously consider it. But we'll see for now. Transfer offer comes in for Ager. 45 million for Gruitch is a ton of money. 12 million for Ager, no. He's too good at fourth choice to let go for that type of money. And then Gruitch, we're going to accept that. 45 million for Marco Gruitch, a player we don't really play. That's a ton of money. And a lot of good money there. Marco Gruitch, a good player, but a bit strange feeling, as Welbeck is leaving. Offer comes in for Dest. Off the books goes Welbeck's wages, which is good. Isaac goes off to Cagliari. Isaac is pretty good, and if you haven't seen our Inter Trophy Hunter series right now, go check that out. He is on the team, and he is an absolute monster over there. Very, very, very good player. But it looks like we are going to come to the end of the window, and Gruitch will leave for 45 million, which is good. We'll check how much money we have before the summer window. We're going to have a lot of money already, and it should be reallocated in a good spot. We have a training injury. Oh, Max Aarons only out a day. That's okay. And a loan offer for Liang is cut. So let's go take a look. And there it is, 63 million pounds, as well as 121,000 pounds a week. Will be for next year. Next episode, I believe we start our Europa League. Yes, we do. Arsenal, Roma, West Ham. Some big games in there. A big game against Arsenal coming. And hopefully these teams start playing some other teams as well. Tottenham play West Ham. Liverpool play Chelsea. That's a big one for us. If we can beat Arsenal and Liverpool beat Chelsea, that could be a 6-point gap, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. Tottenham go away to Villa there. Chelsea, Southampton. And then it kind of evens out a little bit. We've gone through a period where a lot of the big teams have played each other, so now we're in a position where we have to keep on winning and sort of keep pace as we go forward, guys. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have, of course, enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.